Morning everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to try and move some grain from our other yard to our feed mill. We're looking to pick up some barley. We got about 8,000 bushels in 4 bins in our other yard. So gonna try and get it. I just got this little yellow auger started up. It's a cold morning, minus 25 degrees Celsius. And we're gonna put it in transport mode. I got the farm truck already ready to go. That's what we're gonna be using to haul it out there. We gotta take this hopper off the bottom. I'll just dump it in the trees. There's a bit of grain in there, but the deer will eat it. Dad's got the leaf blower going. It's just blowing off the grain, the televeer. Got the auger in transport mode. We just hook up this bracket to the front there. Hooks up with a couple pins. We lift up the 3rd and 4th wheels here off the ground. And then we take the drives off of the drive wheels. And then we are ready to tow it behind the truck. Just pulled up to the fuel tanks here so that we can put some fuel in here. And then hopefully we'll have enough fuel to bring all the grain out here that we want. That's probably a bit safer. So we got an upgraded jerry can on here. The old one did about 3 truckloads. This one will do 10, I think. A lot bigger. All right, we've made it to the other yard. Brent cleared this out, and these, I guess there's 5 of these 2,000 bushel hopper bottoms. We're just gonna leave the grain in this fat one here. We might use it for seed. We'll drop the auger off. Okay, we're gonna run this televeer for the first time. We're gonna let it run for 15 minutes, just break free, warm up hopefully a little bit. Don't know how it's going to do that, but I'll just run it, make sure it all runs before we start putting grain through it. Start the leg. I guess we should make sure we're in the right bin. We got to be in bin number 8. We're in bin number 1 right now, so. Oh yeah, she was frozen. That's bin number 8. Fire up the leg. Come on, baby. Oh, that's sketchy. Whew. I guess we're not moving grain today. Yikes. So when I press this button, it's supposed to turn on the electric motor all the way up top there, which is where the drive is for this grain leg. And it'll drive the belt, and then it'll drive the pulley at the bottom here. And this shaft should be spinning. But instead what happened, I saw this whole bracket at the bottom lift up, which suggests it attempted to spin, and it's either frozen at the top or right here. So right now I'm just hoping that it's frozen at the bottom and I brought a diesel heater, pointed at this whole bottom assembly there, and hopefully it's gonna thaw it out if it is frozen down here. If not, well, I'm really hoping that we can wait, because we literally have a +2 day in the forecast, just a couple days away, and it should thaw itself out. The truck I'm using today, we park it in our hammer mill shed so that it can stay warm, so this thing's not going to be frozen up, which is nice. We always try to keep one truck that's parked in a warm area, whether it's this thing or the Freightliner, then we can always grab one and move grain should we need to. Okay, we're finally ready to go pull some grain out of that bin. Just gonna do a final check on the truck here. Our bolts are in the tailgate here. Ready to rock and roll. Just starting super slow. I just dealt with a plugged auger. I don't want to do it again. That'll make it take a couple extra minutes. We got her dialed up now, pretty much max. We just ran it at that slower speed for 5 minutes. Barley is pretty light as far as the bushel weight goes. If you compare it to something like wheat, rye, peas, you know, those are substantially heavier than barley, so it should do fine. I figure also we're making a little bit of a mess here, but the deer will eat that right up, so. There's deer everywhere here. Lots of trees, so. I actually saw a black bear here one time, which is kind of messed up. Okay, we're back in the yard. Got our full load of grain. This thing's been cooking. That's kind of warm, not crazy, but we'll try it out. Come on. Nothing. Well, that sucks. I really do believe though that it is frozen at the bottom, not the top. The reason I think that is because I do see movement down here when I fire it up. So if it was frozen solid up top, I kind of think there wouldn't be movement down here. So I think we're gonna grab the other diesel heater and point it at the other end. We'll get these twin heaters going, maybe angle it a little more down. So we got our dual heater set up. Hopefully that does something. I don't know. Did figure one thing out. This thing's got a flat tire. Well, not completely flat, she's soft. So I'm gonna go fill that up first thing right away. Okay, we got a new one here. We got a milk claw that's gushing too much iodine, as you can see there on the floor. And you think it's too dark, that iodine? I don't think it's too, I think it's just iodine.
I don't know, man. Looks a little out of place to me if you compare it to everything else.
I think it's normal iodine, but it is gushing too much.
Yes. Like, it looked like it was dripping out of the milkers, like, without even... Because if I put it down... Like, it's dripping iodine like this, see?
Yep. Never seen that before.
Neither have I.
Well, it just keeps dripping now, so the way the ADF system works, it's all pressurized, and then there's valves in the basement that open and close the backflush water as well as the iodine. So I guess it's probably something from the basement. It's definitely not a good idea to milk with this now because we don't want to put a lot of iodine in the system for no reason. So we'll head down to the basement and try find something down here. I'm just gonna turn the ADF system off, and then it won't be pressurized, and then I'll hand the milkers a dip cup. Oh, if you don't know how one of these works, you just squeeze it, it floods the cup, and then you dip the teats in there. Merry Christmas.
You make more work.
Okay, new conclusion. I think maybe the solenoid is bad. I hope that's it, because that would probably be the easiest. So we're just gonna go ahead and replace this guy right here. Bad news, that didn't help at all, so I'm gonna take the new solenoid out, put the old one back in. There's no point leaving a perfectly good solenoid out when it could be getting used, and we'll just keep the other one as spare again. So turn the system off so there should not be pressure in here. Then we're going to take the iodine line off the back of this thing again, pinch it shut once again. And then we'll make a service call on Monday. Of course, like, it's Saturday afternoon. Nothing like this literally ever goes wrong in the middle of the week. It's always Friday night, Saturday night, sometimes Sunday morning. You're pretty safe Sunday afternoon, but Sunday morning is also pretty common. Saturday, you know, in the weekend. We don't want to bug anyone in the weekend, so let's wait till Monday. We're also cheap, not gonna lie. This one milk claw is just for that time, not going to be applicating iodine to the cow's teats as it's coming off, so we'll just have to manually dip cup for this one unit. Okay, we're now gonna head over to the grain leg again. It's been cooking there for the better part of 2 hours, so hopefully it's thawed out and it'll fire up. Another thing, it started snowing, of course, because we don't have enough of that already. Might as well add to it. Why not? Okay, so we are now gonna attempt to dig the bottom of the grain leg clean. It's all frozen, gummed up. There's a bit of moisture at the bottom of the grain leg always. It is minus 20 degrees Celsius out here tonight, but I got 2 good diesel heaters pointed at me, so we should stay a little bit warm. I'm gonna put milker gloves on and try and dig all that crap out. And my hands are still just covered in iodine. Got a pen light here to shine on it, so let's see what damage we can do. Look at the chunks we were taking out of this thing. That's one of them, a bunch over there. Those are all solid frozen blocks of soaking wet grain. I don't know why it gets that wet in here, but if you can look under there, those are the buckets of the grain leg, and we cleared it completely underneath. So that is looking pretty good. And what's even better, when I turn the grain leg on, she goes. Oh yeah, she goes. So we freed it up, we got her turning. That is just excellent news. Oh, that's nice. I just heard a block go in the bin. Thank goodness it didn't plug one of the distribution pipes. You know what, I think we'll just run it like this for a little bit. It'd be good to get that rubber belt on the inside warmed up a bit, maybe. Couldn't hurt nothing, right? But she's going. Nice. We're all ready to go. I was about to line up to that televator, dump this load of grain in there finally, and then it just wouldn't shift into gear, so I figured I'll do the good old-fashioned, you know, Nintendo on-off. and it would go, but now the battery's dead. Bro. Check it out, guys. We got that truck unloading into the feed mill. Just had to plug the batteries in for a minute and then we fired it up. So we did get that load in the feed mill today. Took a bit, but we got it in there. This guy helped out. Got that truck in the hammer mill shed nice and warm. We got the grain in the feed mill, so that is sweet. That's all we wanted out of today. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. Check out the Instagram at SaskDutchKid. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.